big capacity, yep, on a mic.
Alright. Press record, flow naturally, I'm riding a bike.
Alright. Send a DM to someone I like, come on, be a guest.
Alright. If it's just Chang and Denhoff, it's a yapping duet. Wet.
We're here.
This is it. We're here. Hello. Welcome to the third season of the Chang Hoff podcast. We're here with our lovely guest, Jasmin. Welcome.
Hey. Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. We just, finished having a little fun. So
Yeah.
I'm in a good mood right now.
Yeah, just a little songy song that'll be coming out at the end of the season with the mixtape. It's gonna be awesome. It's already a banger.
You're gonna see it on the Billboard charts, I think.
It's pretty catchy. I'm not gonna lie. It's really cute. Yeah.
It's cute and catchy. Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. I'm glad it came together as naturally as it did, especially it being your first time in like a studio environment.
Oh yeah, no, this was definitely. I was struggling, especially with the lyrics. Not good at that. That's not my expertise, but you helped out a lot. Everyone chipped in, so it all worked out, honestly.
Yeah. Okay, so, well, we didn't talk about anything that we were going to talk about on this podcast.
Like what?
Let's see. Let's find out.
Yeah.
So this season, we're doing the same idea as the last one, that we're doing a song with every guest.
Mm-hmm.
The last time, it was a lot of fun. I think I really enjoy the process of making a song with somebody who hasn't before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think you see how much of it is just like there's nothing to it. You just decide on something and keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, because some things I'm sure you found were more difficult than you thought.
Yeah.
But some things
sure.
are like simpler than you think.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what was simple. I'm not gonna lie, you did a lot. I was struggling the whole time, but it was really cool. Like, the experience was really dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be excited for you to make some more music. I hope you enjoyed it.
Me too. Next thing you know, I got country girl. One thing about me, I'm a little country girl, sing a little country, a little alternative, cute little, I don't know. Music is just universal, so it'd be dope to do it again, but.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay, so who is Jasmin?
Well, where should I start?
Start from the beginning.
Beginning? Okay, well, Jasmin, myself and I, born in Cali. I'm 26, turning 27 this month. Kind of crazy. So, way to start with a bang, right?
Woohoo.
Yeah. And I just moved to Florida. I'm in South Florida now by West Palm Beach. And I've been doing, I guess, military for a while. So that's cool. Just kind of got out to be a little civilian again. And yeah, your girl likes to sing and do karaoke. Period. Well, I like everything, so.
Okay, so you just got out of the military not too long ago.
Yeah.
You were in the military for 7 years.
Over 7 years, yeah. Almost 8, really.
It's a long time.
Yeah, I think 7 years and 8 months. It's a long time. It went by really, really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how was your experience in the military? Like, what did you expect? How did it go? And what did you take away from it?
Well, I will say, first thing is I traveled all over. I got to live in two different countries, which was absolutely amazing. And I will say what I expected going in was it to be like more harsh in a different way. Like, I went through it, but it's a new generation, new people coming in. It's a lot. I guess the military plays it safe nowadays with people, but I don't know. It was a good experience. I didn't really have anything going for me. That's why I decided to go into it and kind of made a career out of it. So I've been like a cop, learned the basics of that, and that's something I actually want to pursue on the outside world, civilian side. But yeah, my favorite part was definitely just living overseas, because you can visit, but living is a whole different thing, And I was able to do that in South Korea and Japan, so really nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
How long were you in Japan and Korea for?
Korea was only for 1 year, sadly. I wish I was there longer, because it's my favorite country so far. And then Japan, I was there for over a year. I was supposed to be there longer, but I came to Florida early. So And then before that, I was in North Dakota for 4 years, and that was pretty crazy because there's nothing there. Just playing hide and seek with everything. I'm like,
Ain't shit to do in North Dakota.
yeah,
Wait,
but
so
good people.
I'm curious. You said there's there's a big difference between visiting somewhere and living there for a bit.
Yeah.
Like, was there anything about living in South Korea or Japan or anywhere that you had a real realization of like, whoa, like life is really different here, or like whoa?
The biggest thing is the trash situation. Super random, but because, you know, we recycle in the States and, you know, we do our thing. But over there, like especially Japan, everything is separated. Like you have your meat that goes in a bag. Then you have like the shells go in a different bag. Like say it's eggs or something, goes in a different bag. You have liquid that gets poured into a bag. That has to be separated from like the plastic. And then that was like the biggest thing. But really, it was a culture shock. I will say, being an American, we're very entitled, just because we have a lot given to us, and it kind of humbled myself a lot moving into countries like that because they're not as entitled or don't have it as good as we do. So, I mean, another big complaint was the AC situation. When it's wintertime and you're staying at a hotel, they don't care. They shut down that AC. So you don't get to choose, you know, how cold and all. It's really small things, but it definitely plays a role because I love AC. I need that shit. So when it's hot as fuck and I'm like, dude, where's the AC and I can't put that shit on, I get kind of grumpy, you know, like what the fuck, you know, I'm staying at this hotel, I'm paying, and so it's different things like that. But yeah, that it's super random, but those are two examples, I guess you can say. I don't know.
And how did you, because I know that your experience in both countries was obviously different than just a regular civilian experience because you were still in the military and operating as military police. So I think it's really interesting, that type of perspective, to see it from that kind of way. So how do you feel like that was? Because you also like traveled and visited and you had time off and stuff and you went to different countries. So how do you think it was to experience those countries in like a military police type fashion?
That's a good question. Dang. Girl, you got me there, girl. Hold on, girl. Hold on. Let me strap on in. No, I will say Korea for sure. Man, I don't know how to answer that question. I was basically like, what do they call the bouncers? I was kind of like a bouncer in Korea, but for like all the clubs and for all the bars. And doing it, seeing it from that perspective, I just realized how chaotic us Americans are and how we just don't give a fuck and are just horrible and nasty.
So how did that work? Were you just like out on the street, just
so we worked
walking around?
Yeah, I worked with the Korean National Police, which is really cool, and Korean Army dudes, and we would literally walk and patrol all the bars, go into the bars and clubs, full kit, uniform, looking real cute. I'm like, okay, you know, like a little music, you know, walking into a bar and they're like, okay, Britney's playing in the background. That's kind of cute. Yeah, you would just walk in and out of the different places and then we would respond anytime a situation was happening. So like assault, we would always have assaults, you know, guys like to fight and shit. So over here tackling and whatnot.
Get down.
No,
Stop
literally,
resisting.
get down, get back. Literally. I had to tackle this dude, twice my size, really big man. But yeah, that job was a lot of fun, and that, I don't know, like, not a lot of people get to experience that. Yeah. Like, you're a cop here in the States, and okay, but I was working with we call it KMP, the Korean National Police, like, literally walking with them. And the biggest thing with overseas is the jurisdiction, which is, because I'm a military cop, I can only deal or be hands-on with military members. So, for example, if, like, a civilian Korean got in a fight with a military dude, I can't put my hands on the Korean unless he's gonna, you know, harm one of us in a very bad way. But like that's when KNP, the police, they would handle their person and I would handle the military side. So that was really cool. Very different. It brings a little bit of complexity, right? Because there's a big language barrier too, right? You know, they speak Korean and we speak English. So there's always a lot of that, but that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, do you feel like you got along well in both those countries, not being able to speak Japanese or Korean?
Yeah, I think they try harder to learn our language, English, than we try to learn theirs. And again, it kind of just showed how unwilling we are as Americans and like this entitlement that we kind of go around like we're in your country, but you need to understand us. I use Google Translate religiously. I would say Japan was easier because I was in Okinawa specifically, and all of the branches, military branches, are in Okinawa. So a lot of them actually know English. So it wasn't, for that area, it wasn't too bad. But if I went to like mainland Japan where Tokyo and all that was, you're definitely in their area and they're not going to really speak too much English. So Japan wasn't too bad. And then Korea, same thing. A lot of them, I didn't realize how impactful Americans are, like with everything, our music, movies, like they or not even rely, but they just look up to that so much that's why it's not too hard to, I guess, communicate with them because they already know so many of like American songs or movies. Again, it's just really beautiful and crazy to see that because they're not playing, they like Korea, they have K-pop, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we got everything, we're known for everything. So whenever you go anywhere, they're playing American music. You're just like, dang, this is universal. And that's so dope.
That is cool.
Mm-hmm.
It really makes you realize and appreciate how far something can spread.
Yeah.
Because I had a very similar moment when I was in Europe towards the end of 2024 that there was just like some random car driving by playing Pop Smoke. And I was like, dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, Pop
That's
Smoke is
crazy.
insane, actually.
Like, it really is like worldwide. It's international.
Yeah.
And just like, I don't know. I thought it was really cool. And especially to think now that we like make music and do this type of stuff, that to like think that there's, even if it's a very slim possibility, that there's a possibility that a song that we have hands on or make can like travel across the world and people can actually enjoy it.
Yeah, and they're always going to resort to American music first, honestly. We listen to, some K-pop but it's nothing like how they are, right? They want American music. They love that shit.
They're going to be in the club in Seoul singing, "Take your time."
No, literally. Oh my gosh, yeah. No, they play everything. So it's absolutely beautiful. But yeah, the language part, not too bad. But, I've met some people who they kind of like wouldn't work with the Korean or Japanese. They'd be like, "You need to understand me." I'm like, "Girl, you just use a Google Translate. Like, let's not be mean. Like, obviously we speak two different languages. Let's like help each other out, But I would say.
Okay, so going towards music.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of your like musical inspirations, because I know like you've been singing for a long time, like you have a good voice, like you've never been like in a studio session or like try to like necessarily make music before, but I know that you listen to a lot of music and you really appreciate it. So like kind of take us through your journey listening to music. What are some of your favorite artists, songs?
Okay, wait. I'm sorry. I got excited. Right now I'm really into Somber. I don't know if you know who that is. SOMBR. I love his music. I don't even know how to describe what his music is. I really enjoy Emmett Fenn. Dang, who else? Lainey. I don't even know a lot of their genres, to be honest. I just know the artist, but I think I have a good, I don't know, I don't even know how to explain it, but good taste all over.
Yeah. Eclectic, you would say?
Yeah, but for sure right now, Somber is everything for me. I love all of his songs. He sounds good, but it's just the beats. It's everything in the back that's so powerful. It just makes me feel so much. I love to get into the car, play a song, and in a sense, like get goosebumps. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but that's how I know. Yeah. It's like something is hitting right with that song. And I get that a lot with his music, so. But what about you both, right? What about you guys? Not just me. What about not just me?
This has never happened before.
On the spot? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, we do.
No, we get questions. Don't worry
I
about
feel like
it.
we've talked.
Yeah. In terms of
I gotta check Somber out though for sure.
Yeah, me
Oh
too.
my god, yeah, I can show you guys after
Somber.
this. I'll like
Yeah.
we can play a little snippet, but
Yeah.
it's so fucking good. So
Yeah.
good.
I like rap music. I listen to primarily rap music, rap and hip hop. That's always been my jam since like middle school.
What are you into right now?
What am I into right now? I'm actually not listening to a lot of music right now. I kind of have like these seasons where like the things that I consume kind of change. And so sometimes I listen to a lot of music, sometimes I listen to a lot of podcasts or like audiobooks. But if I'd have to say like what am I listening to right now, I feel like I'm going back a lot and listening to songs that I have enjoyed in the past or just like older songs in general. Like today we made kind of like a 2010s kind of like
a little
poppy type song. Those always hit. Yeah, I'm not answering concretely. Like I don't have any like artists. I did just get like obviously Spotify Wrapped came out not too long ago, and I think my top artists were Drake, then YoungBoy, Never Broke Again.
Really?
Then like yeah.
Oh shit.
And then like Logic. I think El Snapo was on there, and then I think Denhoff was on there.
Really?
Ooh.
That was top 5.
I think so.
I mean, I say me, but that was a lot of people.
Yeah, it was a lot of people, but yeah. So yeah, that's what I would say. That's my answer. What about you, bud?
What about you, Pookie?
Yeah, I can say my Wrapped. I guess my Wrapped I think was, who was on my Wrapped? Definitely Mavi, Smino, Asha Muno.
Dang, I feel so bad. I don't even know any of these.
Just like rappers,
I'm
like
missing
very
out.
like
Oh,
melodic.
they're rappers too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What else? Who was? No, I don't want to check. But yeah, I think like Mavi and Smino and like Mike are probably the rappers I have most in rotation right now. I feel like it's a lot of like kind of abstract instrumentals, like looser flows, like what else I've been listening to a lot of Oscar Peterson, a lot of just like old like 60s piano recordings. And he had this series of albums where it's just like playing through the blank songbook. So he would go to a composer and just like record all of their songs, like 2-minute versions of all of their songs. And like it would just be Oscar Peterson plays the George Gershwin songbook. And he would just like play every George Gershwin song and put it out. And then like there's like 10 of those. But yeah, that was a life to be on your grind as like a jazz pianist in the whatever 50s, 60s. They're like, all right, we need a new album. And like I'm just imagining they probably just went to and it costs so much to record that you go and you just spend all day there. Just like record, I don't know, 3 albums. And then you get your check. And then you go, I don't know.
What about your day?
But
so for you, like the genre is rap as well though, is what you're saying?
I think I used to listen to like mostly rap hip hop. I've definitely spread out a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say, because you said rap is like your main thing. I think that's my least.
Your least listened to genre?
And I'm fake as hell. Look, I didn't get no, what is it? Time warped.
Your Wrapped? Your
My
Spotify Wrapped?
Yeah, I didn't get that. I have YouTube Music. I don't know.
They have a rap too.
They do, but I think I have my setting. You know what? Something with my settings.
It's okay. You don't have to. You can
I
hide
missed
it.
out on my rap, but I know Somber's at top. But some of the artists I was naming, like I really love alternative and indie. Really cool. Alternative is like really my thing though. Just to go back to me, because I was just naming artists, but I wasn't really naming like what they are. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta have Somber on.
Yeah.
Next episode is Somber.
Yeah. No, it's so good. I'm putting you guys on, honestly.
I'm gonna send Somber the song you made.
Oh yeah, why not? He's a really like, not a lot of people know him, so
Like,
you
what's up,
probably
Somber?
DM him and he'll probably answer. Honestly.
I've never even
I
heard
should
your
DM
songs,
him.
but yeah, you should.
Speaking of which, super random. Have you guys ever DM'd like a celebrity for funds?
I don't think so. Past like swiping up on someone's story and saying something, knowing that it's never gonna get responded to.
Oh, okay.
But even then, I don't even have like an example of someone in particular.
Oh, okay.
I posted my Spotify Wrapped and I tagged the artists and then the artists of the top 5 songs, and a couple people responded. I was like, oh, Like they didn't say it. Like we didn't have a conversation or anything.
Yeah.
But it's like it's cool to feel acknowledged.
Yeah. That's cute.
But yeah, I think because one of my top 5 songs was "Floor" by Icy Red and Flozik, and Flozik was like "Appreciate the Love" or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh. And then Kiefer, there was a Kiefer song in my top 5. He said something. But I was like, I forget that these people that in my mind are just like ideas are like real people.
Yeah.
That eat breakfast and lunch and
They're literally
like,
us.
go about their day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably get like stressed that taxes are coming up and like
Literally.
you know, they have their own regular lives.
Yeah.
I feel like you probably got a lot of that being able to travel the world and just like meeting all sorts of people from all sorts of countries and cultures. Just like to see how everyone is just kind of the same. Like everyone's just a human being who like goes through their day and they feel like they're a normal person and they do this and they do that. Do you have any stories of any people that you've met that have, like particularly stand out in your memory?
Yeah. Another famous artist that I really like, or maybe not that famous, but Umi. She's Japanese and black. She does like R&B. I went to a little music festival in mainland Japan with my friend, and this bitch was singing, held my hand. Bitch, I was shaking. I love this bitch. I don't know why. I don't ever, because, you know, we're talking about, like, they're human, right? Like, we're all human, whatever. But for some fucking reason, I was going fucking crazy. I would look like sweaty palm. She's, like, grabbing my hand, singing to me. I said, okay, bitch, you got me. You know what I mean? Like, you're singing to me, and I know what you're singing to me. So now you got me, you know?
What was the festival?
It was Summer Sonic, I think. Summer Sonic is a huge music festival that they have in Japan, and I went with my friend Percy. Do you guys know, super random, do you know James Blake?
Yeah.
I saw him live.
Whoa.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I cried. His set was so good.
Whoa.
Because, you know, I wanted to record a little bit, you know, but at one point I said, fuck it. I was so in, and I had goosebumps the whole entire set. I cannot explain it. And then at the end, I was crying. Like, everything was so beautiful.
Wow.
His set was amazing. And I've been to a lot of concerts and all that stuff, but his performance was definitely one of a kind. And, yeah, but I'm sorry, I didn't even answer your question.
Yeah, that was...
Did I answer the question?
Yeah, that was an answer.
Oh, okay. But, yeah, Umi, that situation, yeah. And then, yeah.
So for Summer Sonic, is that what is it? Or Sonic Smash?
Summer Sonic.
Summer Sonic?
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Sonic.
music festival. They, like, what type of musicians, like, what type of artists were there?
Dude.
Like, you said James Blake.
Yeah,
Was James Blake at that festival? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm pretty damn sure. Yeah, he was.
So James Blake,
Unless
Umi.
he was a really good imposter.
No,
That'd
no.
be crazy.
It was James Blake. It's a whole bunch of artists. Kendrick Lamar was there.
Oh.
Lainey.
Okay.
Umi. Like, they have, how it works is, I'm pretty sure a lot of festivals work like this, but in the beginning of the day, they play, you know, popular artists, but maybe not, like, crazy. And then towards the end, that's when, like, the big, you know, big timers come out. But I know, for example, Willow.
Yeah.
I love that bitch's music. She was out, and not only was she out, she brought out Jaden Smith. I said, okay, you did something. You know the song they have together, Summertime in Paris or something like that?
I didn't know that they had a song
They have
together.
a song together, so she pulled him out, and I said, wow, that is crazy. Or do you know Evanescence? She's a throwback. But she was there, so it's like a whole realm of just all types of different artists that just come together.
What was it like? Was it outdoors?
It was a mix. So they had indoors and outdoors. And how it worked is, it's kind of confusing, but each set or each area had different artists. But so if you wanted to go see one artist, you would have to leave one area, and then you would miss out on these artists. So you had to kind of pick and choose who were like the top for you to go to. But there was always someone performing at all these different areas, whether it be like an outside stadium or inside stadium. There was just a lot going on, but it was dope.
What part of Japan was it in?
I went for Summer Sonic. I did both in Osaka and I think Tokyo. So Tokyo's like, everyone knows Tokyo's like in the middle. Osaka's more to the left, far away. I think we took a bullet train. We took some train and we got there fast.
Was it like you were watching an artist and then you had to take a train for the next set?
Or
that was a different day?
It was it was a different day because they
okay.
had multiple days of like the Summer Sonic and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
That's fun. I love music festivals. My favorite music festival ever just got shut down. They're not doing it anymore.
Which one is it?
It's called Pitchfork Music Festival. It's in Chicago every year in the summer.
Why they cancel it?
Union Park. Well, Pitchfork got bought out by another company.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it probably just doesn't make that much money, so they cut it.
I
But-
see.
But
Oh,
yeah, that
that's
was cool
sad.
though. But there's a lot of other ones. I'm curious to go explore and like find some new ones.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, there's a lot of music down here in Tampa. I feel like I always see Jacob or even you. You guys are always like, you just had you were performing, right? Outside of a spot or something?
I was performing. Yeah, I perform here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fun. We got a good amount of music going on. There's enough that it's there.
Because, like, music festivals are fun, but for myself, I find it kind of overwhelming a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
There's just too many people. I think just, like, on New Year's when we went to the little bar and there was just live music right there, like, that is enough for me, you know?
Mhm.
Like, that's cute. That's up close and personal.
Yeah.
The big crowds is just, yeah.
Yeah, I also feel the same with music festivals. The only like real festival I've ever been to was EDC Orlando, which is just like that's like one of the biggest,
Mm-hmm.
and it was crazy.
Oh, I just know.
I mean, it was awesome. Like all the DJs and producers that performed, they were incredible. Especially like you said, like towards the end of the night when like the real big people were coming out. But like they go crazy with the set design, with the fire. And they had like drones and stuff, lasers. It was sick. But yeah, like being around so many people for like 3 days straight all day was very taxing.
It's all like, what is it? Electric music or whatever it's called?
Yeah,
Right?
Electric music. That's
electric music.
What is it? EDM?
EDM, yeah.
EDM music, yeah.
Electronic, yeah.
I went to one of my cool experiences. I actually went to this alone in Korea. It was a water EDM festival.
Whoa.
You just get drenched in water while you're listening to
Are there,
EDM.
like water guns or?
Like, we're talking, yeah, like they just had people spraying that shit everywhere. Like,
Whoa.
I was soaked. It was insane.
Wait, that sounds fun.
It was so
is
much
in the
fun.
summer? Was it hot out?
Yeah, it was hot out. It was literally, it was amazing. The only thing was like, damn, I was trying to get a drink. But you cannot go to the front with a drink because you're just going to have water in your cup.
Yeah.
From
Unless you want that drink to
yeah,
be water.
unless you want that drink to be water, sis, I'm going to need you to back it up. You're going to have to go all the way to the back and not be at the front and miss all the action. But they had fire, water. It's giving
Whoa.
Avatar. Fire, water, wind. It was really giving like all elements. But that was a really cool experience for me. And I went by myself.
Went to a wet EDM festival.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of in this, I don't want to say I was going through it, but I don't like waiting around for people to make up their mind whether they want to go do something or not. I'm all about experiences, traveling, and I know I had 1 year in Korea.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm going to do what I can. And that's exactly what I did. So I left. And yeah, random story. I brought a portable charger. That shit got wet. My phone was dying. I said, well, damn, how am I going to get to my hotel? I had like 2% left. Honestly, thankfully, I made it home. But I almost didn't make it to the hotel because my phone was dying. My charger wasn't working. And I was like, I don't know where I am. I'm like nowhere near home right now. And I need my phone for the metros because all that shit's in Korean. You know what I'm saying? Everything's in Korean. So, but such
How'd you
a
get
great
home?
time. Thank God I ordered a taxi because on the metro, I would need to use the Google Maps or whatever. Or like a transportation app. My phone wasn't gonna last, so I was like, I just need an Uber because I can turn off my phone and like they'll just take me to my destination. Thank God this Uber picked me up. I think it was like 20 minutes away. I said, oh my God, my prayers have been answered. So he drove 20 minutes to pick me up, and he was my savior. I literally would not have made it without him because it was so late. Nothing was open. My phone.
My phone was dead.
My phone, and I thought it was my phone that wasn't working. because I was trying like different things. Like I think my phone was not working at the time too. Like it just wasn't working. So scary situation, but we made it out. Now I got a story to tell. So
Yeah, that's true. Do you have any other fun stories that you would like to share from your time in the military, whether that's Japan, Korea, North Dakota?
Man, I have so much. I have a lot. I used to drink by the beach every Sunday fun day in Japan. Amazing.
That's what they call it over there,
Sunday fun day. Right by the beach, getting me some mojitos, free beer. Shout out to my girl Heidi. She like worked there and she would just always get me like these big pitchers of beer. I'm like, girl, I can't do it. She'd be like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, damn. No, but I just experienced a lot, so I'm very grateful for my experiences because not a lot of people have gone to do what I've done. But yeah, I think it's like too many, to be honest. I don't even know which one.
Too many experiences.
Mm-hmm.
How was basic training?
Oh, girl. Well, y'all, if you didn't know, you go through a gas chamber. So if you didn't know, now you know. Your girl went through a gas chamber. That was really exciting. Scary as fuck. But, yeah, like, you have your gas mask on. And in the basic training, you have, like, a reporting statement that you say. So, for example, mine was, Trainee Chan reports as ordered, da-da-da-da. And then I have to ask my sentence or whatever. So we were in the gas chamber. We had a gas mask, so obviously it wasn't affecting us because we had the gas mask. And they're like, hey, bitches, y'all gonna take this gas mask off? And you're gonna say your reporting statement and do jumping jacks. I said, girl, what? So went in there. They're like, gas, gas, gas. We took it off. And they specifically said, do not inhale. You know what my bitch ass did? I said, take the big breath out. I was like,
I'm about to say a lot of things, so I have to get some air.
No, literally, I was like, I don't know what I was thinking, but girl, I was not thinking. So, and mind you, it's like a big, like a big square room or whatever. I was the very last person in the room. So the door is here, I'm here. And when everyone's exiting, you have to go in order. So if I'm last, I'm the last one in, last one in and last one out. And you couldn't cut anyone to like run out the door because if you did, then you have to do the gas chamber again. So they're like, hey, bitch, you're last. I said, okay, period. They said, gas, 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 took off my gas mask. And I was like, couldn't, like, you literally can't breathe. You're like just dying. You have snot, everything coming down. Your eyes are burning. Honestly, it was just quite horrible. And then, you know, I'm the like last person going there. Everyone's like screaming, trying to like, it was impossible, but walked out. That was a really cool experience that now people can say they did, right? Gas chamber.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah. I lived. No, it's crazy. During COVID, I guess they had people coming to the military. They didn't have to do the gas chamber because of COVID. So when I look at them, I'm like, you're not shit. You know what I'm saying? You didn't even do like the military shit. You didn't go through the gas chamber. If you didn't go through the gas chamber, you're not military. I'm sorry to say. But yeah, basic training was cool. I mean, you literally just didn't have your phone. You were in bunk beds and on a very strict schedule every day. Every day you wake up at like 5 and you hear a song that plays that wakes you up. Dun, 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 dun. It's horrible. And
like
then,
Squid Games.
Dude, no, literally, it's insane. You literally, everything is so strict. You have everything made for you. You eat 3 times a day. You only get like 5 minutes to eat. So you go into the chow, you get your chow, eat that shit up, and you have to like leave properly. You have to march out. It's very specific. If you don't march properly or do something, you get your ass beat, yelled at. It's a lot. And then, you know, when you're woken up, you only got like 5 minutes to get ready. Put your hair in a bun and brush your teeth while all the other girls are brushing their teeth and getting ready. It's a lot. Actually, now that I'm like going back in time. Is it worth it? I don't really think so. I don't think so, but yeah. And after basic training, you go through tech school, which is schooling for the job that you picked. So because I was a cop, I had to go to training to be a cop, learn about what my job would be, what I would be doing. And each job is different. It could be a couple months, couple years, just depending on what you have. But to be a cop, I think it was 3 months. So I did 3 months of getting my ass beat and being really fit, really, and then being a cop. So that was cool.
So you ended up as military police, but
Yes.
I think if I know anything about like the recruitment process to go into the military, they kind of like ask you like, what do you kind of want to do? When you went in, was there anything that you wanted to do in particular? Because like I know if I went to the military, I'd be like, I want to be a fighter pilot.
Yeah, no. For me, I said, I have nothing going for me. Give me something. So each branch is different. Army, for example, you get to pick your job. You have to take a test. It's the ASVAB test. I'm sure we've all heard of it. You have to take an ASVAB test. Depending on what you score is depending on what jobs are open to you. I could not pass that test for the life of me, okay? And I was getting the bare minimum, okay? In the Air Force, the lowest grade you can get is a 33. My ass was getting a 34, okay? So I said, I only have one job available to me, you know? So, Army, when you go to the recruiter, you take the test. These are the jobs open to you, and then you can pick. But for Air Force, they give you what they need. So, say you got a 60, you have like 20 jobs available to you. They'll be like, hey, all right, you scored, and you can have any of these jobs, but we have the opening for this job. So, you have to kind of like just fill in. But me, I don't know. It was either pest control. I don't fuck with bugs. So I don't know what you thought this was, but I'm not going to be spraying down no bugs. I'm not doing it. You got the wrong one. So I was like, I'll be a cop because I think you can learn a lot of valuable things and you get paid pretty well in the outside world as a cop. It's just dangerous, obviously. But
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it was. I never wanted to be a pilot. To be a pilot, you need to be an officer. So you would need schooling. I didn't have schooling at the time. I just had high school. The whole you need 2020 corrected. There's a lot of things, but yeah, it was pretty simple. I said, give me what you have, and I will leave. And my recruiter gave me just that.
And
I
how
left.
how do you feel like the military like changed or molded you as a person?
Ooh. I became more of a leader. I was a staff sergeant, which is a non-commissioned officer. So I was leading multiple, what I call airmen. And one thing about being an NCO is you have to make decisions. You have to make the gameplay. It kind of just falls on you. So I realized early on how important it is to take charge, you know, because for example, if I was to ever be deployed, I am at that position and role to where I would need to make a play or I would need to make the right call for my people. And it gave me a higher purpose for sure. It made me feel like I was just doing really cool shit at such a young age and being given such big responsibility, because at the end of the day, I take great pride in what I do. So in the beginning, you know, that's what I've kind of carried on with. But for sure, being a leader, I think it's not, you can learn to be a leader, but naturally I think I am one, and it just really helped me in that space. So I can't wait to be a leader again, because right now I'm not a leader. I'm just working and worried about myself, which is cool. It's a great break. You're not as stressed, but I like helping those below me and pushing us each other up to be better than what we are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks. I know. But, you know, it all, take it day by day and everything. It's, like I said, transitioning to civilian, it's been really different for me because now I have, like, higher ups that are, like, telling me what to do. But I'm kind of picky. I kind of look at them like, I don't really see you as a leader, you know? If something needed to get done, you just kind of don't care. And so I nitpick a lot, I think, now, which is kind of annoying because I'm like,
So how does it work now? Are you reserve?
I am. I actually will be starting my reserves I think next week.
Okay.
And I'm going to see how it goes.
So what does that involve?
It's just part-time. So instead of doing it every day, I would just have to work one weekend a month, one Saturday, Sunday, and get paid. I could still be deployed, but yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, I haven't experienced it yet. I'm going to experience it next week, figure it out, see if it's for me. And then it's a volunteer service. So if it's not for me, then I'll just dip out and say peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see
Yeah.
to come.
Yeah, so now I'm thinking, like, it sounds like when you stepped into that role of having that accountability and leadership, like, you found a lot of purpose in that. Are you looking for that somewhere else now? Like, have you found that in your civilian life?
Yeah, I think that's want to be a cop again. It's just a
Mhm.
love-hate relationship. It's so draining and it's a lot, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm really not too sure. I really still don't know what I want to do with my life, but what I do know is I like to make changes. I like to do things for the better, and I like to look out for, you know, me and my peers. So it'd be cool to be a leader and to be a cop. One thing about just even outside of military, but just being a cop, dispatching, medical, I think those jobs need to be praised more. It's just such those are such demanding jobs, right? You're always helping out people and their problems. And guess who also has problems? You, right? You yourself. So you can tell that, I don't know, it's just, I sympathize with everyone in those types of career fields, even teachers, right? They got to deal with kids and not even theirs. And it's a lot, but it's important to have work-life balance and like pick you and take care of you. So I actually considered being like I love like emotional intelligence and talking about stuff like that. I want to be a therapist. That would be cool, but I'm not willing to do the schooling, so I'll just not do it, I guess. Right now I'm just in this comfort space. I'm like, I know what I can do, what I'm capable of, and I guess I'm just pursuing that right now.
Would you ever want to become a musical artist?
Always. I've always wanted to make music. I wanted to be a pop star. I taught myself how to dance like Chris Brown, you know, Kiss Kiss music video.
Anybody?
Anybody?
That's a fire one.
No, that literally Justin Bieber. I looked up to them so much when I was younger. I was like, dude, I want to be cool like that. I want to dance and sing and like be the whole package. I'm just missing the instrument part. I took piano for, was it 1 year, 2 years in high school, and I kind of just brain dumped it, which I'm really sad about because I actually learned how to read music, you know. And piano is so essential to like all music, right? Brain dump that shit because I never use it. But yeah, always wanted to. That's why I love going to karaoke so much. I feel like a pop star. I said, give me the motherfucking mic and let me get paid to just sing. I'll sing all day, all night. I don't care. I haven't pursued as much just because, you know, of my career. And also, my voice has changed so much. I was able to sing at really high notes, and I will say a lot better than I can now. But with my job, with yelling at people, straining all the time, my voice is just not as good as what it used to be. So I think that's kind of why I don't do anything in regards to pushing to be a, you know, in a band or do music full time. But girl, I would love to. And then get me some hand tats and a neck tat. Done. I'd be eating. I'm like, let me give me a little band.
Yeah, so do you feel like today's little like song that we made and just like the taster, did you enjoy it? Like, would you want to continue pursuing more of that?
Yeah, I would. It was a lot of fun. I think I found myself being a little impatient with myself in regards to the lyrics, just because I've never really... I mean, I've tried writing lyrics before, but I'm just very impatient with myself sometimes. And I kind of noticed in this session I was getting to that point. So I kind of had to, like, reel myself back a little bit and be like, yo, you don't do this shit, bitch. Chill out. Just... You know what I mean?
Yeah, this
Chill
is
the fuck out. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
a difficult environment, too, because, like, we didn't really talk about it before. Kind of that's the idea, is we come up with everything from scratch. But, like, that's hard to do. Normally, if you're going to a session, like, you pretty much know what you're going to do already.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Usually the writing, like, comes over time. Just whatever. You're, like, walking around. You sit down on a bench.
Because I know what sounds good. But, yeah, this session was, like, a good... it was good insight for me for sure. I definitely would want to do it again. With y'all, it would be cool to do it again with you guys.
Yeah.
But with anyone, I'd be open. But again, just the acknowledgement I have for myself, just giving myself more patience. Like, all right, bitch, you just don't do this. Like, I'm dispatching, I'm not doing music. You know, like that's two different things we're talking about. Like, chill out.
And like writing lyrics and like doing a vocal performance and like trying to get good takes and stuff. It's like it's hard. It takes time. Like it's a skill for sure.
Yeah, and you know, cause I'll do little singing videos and whatnot, but I've realized that it takes me hours sometimes just to get like one good fucking clip of me singing full on the whole time. Cause this way, right, you can snip it out, and I mean, I guess you could too, like uploading video, but it is time consuming, and you know, you're like, okay, I was pushing a little too much on this part of the song. So I wanted to sound even, or I over-enunciated with this word. It's very small things, but it's just they're also impactful to the final product. But naturally on my own, when I do make a little music video that I'm doing, it takes me hours, and it's just me singing. Because I just can't, I'm like, okay, this was off-pitch, my voice cracked, or, yeah, whatever the case is. So.
Yeah, it's fun, though. It's fun to, I don't know, I don't sing as much.
Mm-hmm.
But just the process of, like, starting with nothing and coming up with something. And then, you know, you can share it with people, and they enjoy it, and they'll, like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I give you props because we literally had nothing.
Yeah.
And then we're like, yeah, we kind of want this vibe. And you said, doom, doom, doom. I said, okay, period. You know what? I'm going to sit my ass back, get me my water, and I'm here for the ride, you know? Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, it all worked out. And you've been doing it. Jacob was saying you've been doing this for a while, right? So you've had a...
Yeah, so it's been, like... I guess like 12, 13 years now. I mean, I guess it depends on when you count, but I start counting when I cracked FL Studio in 7th grade. That's when I start counting.
So yeah, like,
and I was in the computer lab at school, just FL Studio, just cooking up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
just
so
like I was chopping up samples. I was like downloading hi-hats off Reddit. Like,
no, that's so cool.
It was cool, yeah, because it was I had a game design class. But the teacher was really chill to where if we got our work done, he didn't really care what we did. Mm-hmm. So we're just like sitting at a computer for 2 hours every day. And I would just make the game and then whatever, make beats. Or we would like play Halo, play Minecraft.
Oh my gosh, don't get me started.
Play cool math games.
Oh my god, cool math games.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I miss that. Those are good times.
Yeah.
I used to play on the Disney Channel website too.
Oh.
I don't know if you ever played the Zack and Cody in the lobby.
No, I don't think I did.
Okay, that's okay. It's dumb, but it was a good childhood moment. And like Kim Possible, they had really good games. Now it's not the same, but
yeah, it's not the same. Pop Tropica was a lot of fun.
Oh, Pop Tropica.
Now everybody's on Fortnite.
Roblox.
Wait, Fortnite Pop Tropica? That's got to be a thing.
It probably is, dude. Wait, you know what was the prime? Hunger Games Minecraft.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I would do anything my adrenaline, that shit was, everyone, you just see everyone around you in the circle, you're like, oh shit, bro.
That was really the start of that genre too, like before Fortnite, before PUBG, I think that's really where it started was Minecraft Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit was so fucking good. I was so scared. I always be screaming at my screen, like, I'm trying to grab the chest, I'm like jumping away with the sword. I'm like, no, chasing me. I'm like fucking running, dodging and shit.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, we'll play one day. We'll set up a Minecraft Hunger Games.
I would love that shit. I miss it so much. But right now I've been on Marvel Rivals.
Oh.
It's like Overwatch, but with just Marvel characters. I love Marvel. So, yeah. But I haven't been playing because I've been living here, if I'm being fucking honest. I've been living here, going back to work, coming back to live here. So after this, maybe I'll be able to stay at home and like get back into the gaming thing. But super random, but I really want to get into voice acting. Really, really bad. Like,
do you have any impressions?
No, and that's the thing. I don't have impressions, but when I talk, I'm very animated. And I am really emotional too. So I think I could do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do something with that.
I could do something. Just let me in. Let me be in a little Pixar film. That'll be my red carpet moment. I'm not even in the film. It's just my voice.
What would
but
your
I can do
Pixar
it.
movie be about if you were in one?
Oh my gosh.
Like, what character would you play?
Oh my, that's so good. I don't know. I think I will. Have you seen Wreck-It Ralph?
Yeah.
Such a cool. I feel like I'd love to just be any one of
Ralph?
those characters. I wouldn't be
Oh,
Ralph, but I'd be one of the characters in like a video game. Because they brought out a whole bunch of video games in that movie or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be one of those for sure. My favorite, not to be a voice actor, but my favorite Pixar film is Big Hero 6.
That's
And
a
that's
good one.
The white fluff Baymax.
Baymax.
Yeah.
I love Baymax.
Oh.
My light and savior. I love him. I will die on that hill for Baymax. I love that man. Or the air, whatever he is.
That creature.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about Disney? What is some of your favorite Disney movies?
Big Hero 6, Mulan is a classic.
Mm-hmm.
I think because I'm Asian, I just like that bitch is eating. Another one. I don't know. Those are the top 2 for me. I've watched all of them, I think, but those are like the main 2. If I was to have someone watch Disney, it'd be those 2 films. I don't have a third one.
Yeah, those are good ones.
What about you?
Ooh. Mulan is definitely up there for me.
Is it because we're Asian?
I think so.
I think so too. Like I
I think
wasn't
so.
trying to say like that's
I
why,
think,
but
a lot of people talk about Mulan though.
Yeah.
it is good.
Yeah,
it's
just
definitely
hits,
one of the big ones.
it just hits especially hard when you're Asian.
Yeah. When you're one of I agree.
Pocahontas was definitely also one of my favorites.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of some newer stuff. Big Hero 6 is a good one. Is that Pixar or Disney?
I mean,
Well,
Pixar, is Disney.
like yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard now though, cause like Marvel is also Disney.
Yes, it is.
So like, but if somebody says your favorite Disney movie, you're not gonna be like Spider-Man 2. Like,
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
you're not gonna be like Avengers Civil War.
But I see what he was saying. Yeah, Civil War. That was a good film though.
But yeah, kind of like the classic Disney animation ones. I think
Yeah. Those are always fire.
I like Little Mermaid.
Little
Do
Mermaid
you
is
really?
good.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's not too bad. They had a remake. I don't like when they do the live action. I'm like,
I
just
haven't
leave it
seen the
for
new
what-
one. I haven't
yeah.
seen the new
Just
one.
leave it for what it was. It was cute when it was.
Yeah.
We don't need to read.
Now they're just trying to remake everything.
They made a live action Mulan too, and I don't even think I saw that. The original Mulan. Like I know what they were trying to do, but it just doesn't really hit the same, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, and like I haven't even watched any of those movies in a while. The songs are just so stuck with me from my childhood.
Yeah.
The one thing about me is good music, but also the story. They always usually they tug at your your heart a little bit with the meaning behind everything, and that's why I enjoy it so much. Cause like my dad works for Disney, and I've been a Disney child, but I'm not a fanatic. I'm not Disney go every weekend, and I respect it, and like I said, I just enjoy the films a lot, the older ones. I haven't been too big of a fan of the newer ones they've been releasing. And then like Marvel, I don't know if you guys ever watched, but WandaVision or Moon Knight, good. It's really good.
What WandaVision and Moon Knight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard of WandaVision.
Yeah,
I've heard of
WandaVision, they did something. They did more than something. They did a lot. I said, okay. First 2 episodes, black and white. You're like, what the fuck am I watching? The 3rd episode comes. You said, okay, bitch. So we were building up. This is what we were doing. We were plotting the whole time. But yeah, I would say.
I'll have to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that some of those shows are pretty good. A show that we were just watching recently
Oh my god, here we
that
go.
was really good
Yeah.
actually was Squid Games. And there's 2 parts to it, right? Because we were
Yeah.
watching the 2nd season of Squid Games, like the actual show, the actual Korean show.
Yep.
And that 2nd season was bullshit.
It was.
It was bullshit.
I'll rate it a 2 out of 10 just because of the ending. That
The
shit pissed me
ending was
off.
so terrible. And like you could have gotten rid of like 6 of those episodes and it would have still been like just as disappointing.
It was because when you watch something, you want to feel fulfilled by something, right? You want to
Yeah.
like there's got to be an outcome.
Yeah. There's a question, and you want an answer.
And you want an answer by at least the end. And maybe an answer and then some suspicion leading to something else.
Yeah.
Girl, we didn't even get an answer. I
Not-
said, girl, we just knocked for like 8 episodes.
Yeah.
For no one to answer the door.
Nobody answered the door.
Nobody answered the door. I said, well, damn. If we can go to bed on ocean, where the hell can we go? I don't know. Like, that was so confusing for me.
It really was.
Oh, my God. That made me so mad. Because I literally had you rewind it. I said, I know that was not the end. So he rewind it for it to be the fucking end.
I was like, did we
to-
miss something?
And if we told him, he wouldn't be missing out on anything.
Yeah.
Because the guy was laying on the ground.
That was it.
That was it.
The guy was like, oh. The guy was laying on the ground?
The guy was laying on
Yeah.
the ground, and the guy behind everything
And that was
just disappeared.
Yup.
We don't know.
What's gonna happen?
We don't-
Why it's gonna
I
happen?
literally can't. Who, what, when, where, why, how? I can't give you any of it.
Yeah.
I literally
No
couldn't.
answers.
But what was really good was Squid Game: The Challenge, like the actual
Is
reality.
that the Netflix show?
Yes, it's like the reality TV show version of Squid Games.
No, because that shit was actually so funny.
It was hilarious.
So,
It's hilarious.
because we were watching it for fucks and giggles, and then at one point, we're like binge watching it now.
Yeah.
So is it like they do the Squid Game challenges in
Yeah.
real life?
Yeah, they do it in real life
And
with
they
real
win a
people.
huge cash prize?
Yeah.
So it's basically the plot of Squid Games.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're dealing with Americans who are just stupid and dramatic.
Yeah.
And so it's funny as hell. Like, just the first one, I think they have like a pack or something on their shirt or whatever. And when you're like shot off or killed, it like blows up or whatever. So if you're out of the game, it'll blow you up. And each person that was blown up would just,
Yeah, they would just
Like,
lean over and
they're
like
just-
pretend to die.
yeah, it literally so dramatic, but it was hilarious.
Okay, Jasmine, we're heading towards the end here.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you like one final question.
Okay.
I love to ask a nice little deep question.
Yeah, I
at
might
the
have
end.
one too.
Go ahead.
So it might not be the last one.
Okay, yeah, we'll have a couple questions for you.
last one?
It doesn't
What if we
have-
have the same one?
Yeah.
I guess my question is,
Whoa.
I don't even know if it's a question. It's like an invitation for you to tell us some of the things you're looking forward to, some of the things you're hoping for. It seems like you're kind of entering a new chapter of your civilian life
Yeah.
and trying to find that fulfillment and that whatever. I mean, life is whatever you want it to be. So I guess I just wanted to ask and like invite you to say what you're looking for, what you're trying to find.
Wow.
Especially New Year time, it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
we all get hopeful about, the things we want to happen.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the question. I will say I definitely want to just challenge myself to pursue different hobbies that I didn't really get to pursue back then. Like, I want to take steps in voice acting. Like, I kind of sent audition tapes already through some like websites and stuff. pursue. I didn't get picked or whatever, but that's okay. I think it's just the idea and the concept that I'm actually pursuing or taking steps and actions to do those things. Another thing would be I do want to be a cop. So right now I'm in the process of just applying, finding agencies that want me, and creating more work-life balance. I didn't have that for a long time in the military. That's why I was so drained out and in a bad state. So I just want that to be a big thing for this year. And I guess the last would be just continuing what I've been doing, which is making time for my family. I missed out a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed myself. I've done a lot outside of overseas and whatnot. But I missed a lot of family time, and I just want to continue doing that. And then, of course, just be a little more fit, because I've been just celebrating. Like, my birthday's about to come up. I'm like, damn, I'm going to celebrate.
Yeah.
You know?
It's your birthday,
Yeah. So, yeah, I hope that answers a little bit.
yeah. Love that.
And then play the drums, maybe. I have a whole electric drum set that I can't use right now because I'm in an apartment, and, girl, if I start
You can
banging.
use it's electric though, right?
Yeah, but it has what's the bottom one that hits?
Kick.
Yeah, the kick thing.
That's not electric.
No, it is. It's just everyone will hear, like, I'm on the second floor, so everyone below me is going to hear me just, yeah, going crazy. And so I'm just trying to be, courteous of my neighbors is what I'm basically trying to say. So drum lessons would be dope because I was trying to teach myself in Japan, was doing it for a little bit, and then some tragic things happened, so I had to take a break. But it'd be cool to pursue that too. That's my answer.
Hey, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so for my question for you is,
Yeah.
how big of a role does love play in your life?
Love. Wow. Dang. Okay, bitch. Hold on. Love is just everything. I don't know. Loving your family, loving your friends. I feel so much. I'm very in tune with how I feel, and those that I keep and have around me in my life. I think it plays a big role. I don't know. A lot of times, like right now, I don't know what I want in life. I have all these ideas, right? And so many things I want to pursue, but it all comes back to I'm just grateful for the love that I have. It's like me coming to Florida, me leaving the military, a big thing was for my family to be closer, to be with people that I love, because it was cool traveling with random people and friends and whatnot, but I would rather travel with someone that I love and care about. So love is universal. Love is everywhere. It's so important to not take anyone for granted and appreciate those around you. Like, I know I had a lot of male friends. They weren't used to it, but I'd be like, thank you so much for giving me your time or allowing me in your space, you know? And they'd be like, girl, shut the fuck up. But, you know, like, guys are just, you know, they're kind of more dismissive and not really, because I love really hard and I care. So it doesn't matter if you're my friend or, it doesn't matter. Like, if I feel like I want to tell you something and be very genuine and honest with what I'm saying and it's all heartfelt, I want to tell you now. I cannot tell you if there'll be a tomorrow. You never know. So I just love people as much as I can, and I will literally say that shit over and over and maybe be a little annoying, but at least you know. Girl, if I'm gone tomorrow, you know I love you, girl, because I told you. I said I loved you,
You know
and
how I feel.
I appreciate your time, space, energy, all of it. But yeah, love doesn't have to just be, you know, who you're dating and all of that. Obviously, it plays a role, and I would love to experience that. I haven't dated in a while, but I'm taking it as an opportunity to love those who are choosing to love me right now, and that's for you and my, you know, family and whoever. So I want to take advantage of it and take that in. And when it's my time, like in a more intimate relationship, then girl, I'm wide open, girl. Let's get to it, you know? But yeah.
She's single, ladies.
Okay.
That's what I heard. Ladies, she's single.
Here we go.
Okay, Jasmin, first episode, third season. First episode of the new year. We're doing a new segment.
Yeah.
This is called, what is it called?
We're working on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
The Denhoff conversation cards.
That's cute.
Conversation deck.
Yeah.
But so eventually we're going to make custom ones, but right now this is just playing cards. But so pick 3 cards, any 3 cards.
Do I show you?
Okay, look at them. Are any of them like jokers or anything weird?
One is a jack, I think.
Okay, that's fine. Okay,
Yeah.
so each of those cards has a question that corresponds to it. So we'll find out the questions, and then of the 3 questions, you pick one to answer, and then the other 2.
Go to you guys?
You pick. Yeah, you
Oh,
pick
that's
who.
cute. Okay.
Okay, so what's the first one?
Is it Jack of Spades?
Okay, Jack of Spades is. Jack of Spades is. What parts of yourself are you still discovering? Do you want that one, or do you want to give that to one of us?
Wait. Oh no, that's so cute. Repeat that.
What parts of yourself are you still discovering?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so what are the other 2 cards?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We can do all of them and then decide.
9 clubs.
Okay, 9 of clubs is what makes you trust someone creatively.
Ooh.
Okay, what's the third one?
5 spades.
5 of spades is what's the most important thing you've unlearned?
Okay, so out of those questions,
This is
which one do you want to keep?
5 spades.
Okay,
you.
so Jacob.
Okay, so
Jacob tells
you
us
can
what
give me
he's unlearned.
you can give me the 5 spades.
You're the music.
Okay, this is
Who trusts you creative?
What makes you trust someone creatively?
Yeah.
Okay.
And mine will be.
Yours is what parts of yourself are you still discovering?
Let me go last.
Okay. I can go first since she gave me the first card.
Yeah, I feel like this was good
Okay,
for you.
so 5 of spades. What was it again? What did I...
Something you had to unlearn.
What is something that I had to unlearn? Oh my goodness.
Make sure, is it had to or have to?
Wait, these are good questions though.
What's the most important thing you've unlearned?
The most important thing that I've unlearned.
Wow, that was good.
Shit, this is a hard one.
That's what I'm saying. These questions are actually good, actually. Or maybe if I can think one before you.
Okay. I think I'm good. Okay. So the most important thing that I had to unlearn was that my emotions aren't the main thing that I should listen to. They are not the most important thing. And I'm a big feeler. I'm very emotional. So these feelings, I feel them in my whole body, brain, heart, gut. And I've been told since I was very young to just like trust my gut and trust that instinct. And while I believe that is true, I think it is also now very important for me now that I'm more of an adult and I have a lot more like complex emotions about complex situations in my life, that not listening to those emotional impulses is most likely is better. And that was something that I had to like unlearn. Maybe not unlearn, but to kind of push it down the totem pole of importance. Because like recently I've been going through some like pretty hard times, some like sad stuff going on in my life, but I always have to like come back to like reality and like tell myself that objectively, when I look at my life for what it is in reality, that it's really fucking good. Like I have a great support system in my family and my friends. Like I have a job that pays the bills. I have a podcast that fulfills me creatively. Now we're making music that also has just like opened up a brand new lane for me to like dive into creatively. And just like when I really like look at it that way and I just like take stock of the objective metrics in my life that I really care about, that life is really good. And just like a couple of like bad situations, not even bad situations, but just like unfortunate situations that come up as they do in your life, they don't weigh as heavy on me anymore as I feel like a previous or like younger, less experienced version of myself would have held on to those feelings. So I think that was probably the most important thing that I've had to unlearn.
That was a good answer, Pooks.
Thank you.
That was good. I wanted to give you something, with that, being in tune with who you are, emotionally.
Yeah, that's good. Like trusting your gut, but also your gut isn't always in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just something you're conscious of.
When you get older, you just have to, sometimes you have to be more logical about things. It's not always so feeling. Like when you're younger, you can feel and kind of just get away with it. But at one point, you're like, okay, now I got to put 2 and 2 together.
Okay, Jasmine, you want to go last?
Yeah, honestly, I forgot my...
We'll say it again when we get to you.
Girl, I'm so funny. I'm
Okay,
so
you want
sorry.
me to go next?
Yeah, AJ, go next. He got the 9 of
what
clubs.
What makes you trust someone creatively?
Yeah, because you're really, you do this stuff. You've been doing this for so long. I think that was such a good question for you.
I think that's an interesting one. I feel like if I'm working with someone creatively, I already trust them. So like I don't have experience with like feeling it out for people. I'll say I really like working with people who are mostly concerned with like the experience of making the music. I think sometimes somebody will be very in their head about like how things are going to happen way down the line.
Yeah.
Or, like already be thinking about stuff that might not happen for years and years. Which like that stuff might happen and it's cool to think about it and cool to have a long-term plan, but at the same time like if we're not enjoying being in this room, whatever, playing instruments or singing or doing whatever the act of creation is, like if we're not enjoying it now, then when are we ever gonna sit and really enjoy it? But yeah, I guess I have especially like a lot of admiration for people who will dedicate their whole life to their craft and like not even really be concerned about recording or making a career. Like, yeah, they just are really dedicated to their craft. What makes you so? Yeah, I guess I trust people who seem like they get like a really genuine enjoyment of it. I think you can tell, like somebody who.
Like, have you worked with anyone who like made you kind of feel not like the vibe was kind of off, or just? I mean, you gotta expose them, but you can say like, yeah, I felt it before.
You know what I have actually experienced is producers who are like very protective. Like I've been in a session working with people, and I'm like, okay, can you send me that? And they're like, oh, like yeah, I'll send it to you, but they'll send it to me like all together. They won't send me the separate parts. Because I guess some producers think you're gonna like you're gonna dissect their sound and like figure out something that's like their secret sauce, which I think that's less common now, but I've definitely experienced that.
That makes sense. I can kind of see that too.
Where they like didn't want to give up their secrets.
Yeah, because it's like that's what makes me me, and then yeah,
they don't want you to reverse engineer their
no, that makes a lot of sense.
Their EQ settings.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And it's not, it's not necessarily wrong. Obviously, it's just their thing. But that's a good example.
Yeah, you like to be more openly collaborative with the people that you work with.
I guess I generally believe that like
Chamber of Secrets.
In those collaborative relationships, like it works if we're all just very giving with each other. I think if you get standoffy and like transactional about it, that's weird.
You're for the community.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I'd like to be.
Yeah, no, I think you are. Just the way that you move, the way that you express yourself, it makes sense. You're for the community.
I'm here.
Yeah. Like if you were to win an award for music, you'd be like, well, it was the community. Like it was Jacob. It was, you wouldn't just eat that shit up. You'd really you'd spread out all the love.
Be like, that was all me.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like you would really just spread the love to everybody.
I really think if you did say that, people would just laugh because they're like, haha, AJ, he's so funny. He doesn't talk like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I could never say it and it'd be taken seriously. I'd be like, haha, good one.
That was good.
Yeah. Remind me what your card was.
Yeah, Jack of Spades.
Jack of Spades.
Dang, I said I need time to think about it. I was listening to y'all's answer.
What parts of yourself are you still discovering?
I would say literally the creative part of me. This was the beginning, I think, of something that could evolve or grow. So I've always had it. I've always been passionate about it. I've always thought about it, dreamed about it, never did shit about it. So just being more creative, and it doesn't matter what it is. I don't sound like a broken record, but voice acting and, making music, even just writing a song, like everything, all that stuff is creative. I just want to, say that. Yeah. Hopefully that works.
Yeah, that's awesome. Because I definitely obviously have known you my whole life. So like, I know that you've had these passions and these things, but it's just like, life's sometimes.
There's so much I want to do.
Yeah. And there's so much you want to do. There's so much you want to experience. So like sometimes, well, most of the times when there's things that you want to experience and there's things that you want to do, it pushes some things to the side. Yeah. But I'm glad that you were able to like have this experience and like see that you actually like enjoyed it and you had a good time and we were able to make something that is really cool and that I hope that you're proud of.
Yeah.
And so, I think it would be really cool for you to continue to explore that creative side of you.
I think so too. And again, creative, it just goes outside of music. It can go for anything, like literally anything.
Yeah.
I just want to be a more creative person and be out there.
You think you would try other mediums of creativity? I think like the obvious ones are like drawing or painting or photography.
I tried photography, maybe not so much. I don't really get along with art. It's not fun for me, if I'm being honest. So probably not really in that space. But I don't know, like, gaming is an art to me, right? There's a lot going on with there. I don't know, but yeah, definitely not drawing. I don't think
Would
so.
you ever stream? Would you ever like play games?
I
and
literally was
stream
gonna say that. Like
Yeah.
that to me is creative, right?
Yeah.
Putting
Yeah.
yourself out there. I've always wanted to do that. Like literally when I was a little girl, it's called the Family Channel. I was like, I'm the producer, and I'm like literally little videos of me. I
Yeah,
have
it's
the
definitely like entertainment.
yeah,
you
and
have to-
I think I naturally people have always told me like Chan, just do that. Like it's just so fitting to who you are. I always have a lot of energy, and I've experienced so much. So if anything creative, I think that would be another thing I want to explore.
Yeah,
and
get your
just
setup
fucking
so
do
that when
it.
we play Minecraft Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can stream.
Dude, I'm about to see my brother's setup. I bought him a whole setup and he don't use it. So I'm about to steal that
yeah,
shit.
take
once he gets to use it. No, literally. I was like, he my brother. I'll give him some sweet, some cute. Nah, he don't use it. So I'm going to take it. And I'm going to use it.
As you should.
Yeah. No, he don't use it. So I'm like, all right, whatever.
But that was awesome. Thank you for answering the question. I think that was a fun segment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the first
That
time.
like went really. Yeah.
Yeah, for the first time, I think that went really well.
Yeah, no, it was good. And I really like the questions too. Thank you.
And that was the Chang Hoff conversation card collection.
One day we'll make them and you can buy them from
Oh my
us.
God, what if the back of the card was like a mahjong tile?
Oh,
Maybe.
With your little Chang Hoff thing or something.
That would be-
Or even outside of mahjong, you just
Yeah, that could
Yeah.
that could be
a little
cute.
cute little, just think
Cute
about
little
it.
logo.
Just think
Yeah.
of it. Just
Yeah, they'll be designed and anything. Anyway, for the future, look out for that. But yeah, is there anything that you would like to say to the people? Anything that you didn't get to say?
Honestly, just remember that we're all living life for the first time. So I think we need to provide each other more grace and patience within ourselves and others. Yeah, first time living, so enjoy it, but also embrace it. And life's a roller coaster, so everything once it goes down, it always comes back up. That's it, sis. That's all I got.
Nice. Do you want to shout out your socials at all or anything?
All right, y'all. Look, my social is wide open. It is Jasmin's Chan, I think.
Spell that out.
Yeah. JASMINSCHAN on Instagram. That's kind of all I really use. I don't really share my other stuff. So if you want to add me, go ahead. I'll add you right back, Pooks.
Boom.
Yeah. Yeah, Pooks.
Well, thank you so much, Jasmin, for coming on the podcast. I really appreciate it. I hope that you had a
Yeah.
good time.
I did. Thank you so much for having me. It was a lot of fun today.
Yeah, thank you.
Amazing
Yeah.
start to the season.
Yeah.
Amazing
We're
start
off
to the
on a
season.
great foot.
A
Excited.
bang.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Way
yeah.
to get it started.
I knew it was going to be a banger from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I love what I do, and I love being able to say that. Follow us on everything at Changhoff. That's CHANGHOFF.
Yeah.
Everything at Changhoff, CHANGHOFF.com. Go to
Yeah.
changhoff.com and you can find all of our links, and you can find a link to our mixtape. You can find a link to the form if you want to be a guest on the show. Fill that out.
Or
Let
if
us
you know
know.
somebody who would be a good guest.
Yes, also put them in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Follow AJ on Instagram at AJ Denhoff. That's AJDENHOFF.
You can find us if you look hard enough.
And then follow me on Instagram at JQCub, JQCOB.
Hell yeah,
Big
brother.
Q is what they're calling
Big
him.
Q is what
Hell
they're
yeah,
calling
brother.
me nowadays. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching.
Bye.
That was
Thanks
Yeah,
for watching.
that
Thanks,
was it.
Jasmin, for coming on.
yeah.
Bye.
Woo.